Modern woman this, modern woman that, passport bros this, passport bros that. When you're in this section of YouTube, well, not even just YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook even, this is all a ploy to pull you back into the virtual reality, away from things that's actually happening in the real world. See, when you're actually focused on yourself, developing yourself as a man, you look good, you're dressing good, eating well, working out, making money, all of this stuff on the virtual world does not faze you. It does not faze you. If you're caught up in what your woman is doing, what modern women are doing, what your ex is doing, she blocked you on Instagram, you made a new account and you're not following, you're scrolling to see if she got a new man. Where the hell is your pride? Where is your pride? See, us men, we've been groomed from a young age, especially if you're in a Western society, we've been groomed at a young age to become more effeminate, become softer, become weaker, when this is not your nature as a man. We've been taught to put that woman first. We've been taught to not really live your true desires as a man. But this has not got us anywhere. Men are becoming softer each day. Men are being more focused on women each day. And the more we're more focused on women and not ourselves, the more women will become masculine. The same thing you're looking at, the same thing you're complaining about is a product of you. See, when we start working on ourselves, start getting our mind right, getting the traits as a man, such as being a leader, provider, protector, caregiver, then all of these modern whatever doesn't faze us. You say she's not submissive, they're too masculine, American women too masculine, XYZ. None of this matters, because if you're a true man, you'll get women anywhere. You'll make the most masculine woman be feminine. See, you walk around as a god and you'll get treated as such. See, you are a reflection. What you see is a reflection of you eternally. I could go to some place, you could go to some place, and our experiences would be so totally different. I noticed after the Roe versus Wade was overturned, there was a whole gender war. This was the start of the gender war. And I don't know if there's a hidden hand. Most likely there is. There's probably a hidden hand in this. There's agents in this, of course, because overall it is the internet. But a lot of us take the internet too seriously. And when we're scrolling on internet, we consume this stuff and project it in our reality, whether it be our face, whether it be our attitudes, whether it be our actions. You are slowly being conditioned from what you're being seen, from what's being shown to you on your timeline, on your news feed, on your YouTube recommendations. All of this is conditioning you. This is predictive programming in a way. Because if we're at a war with each other, there's never going to be an eye-to-eye understanding, because it's a war. And the purpose of war is to dominate your enemy, destroy your enemy. So they have men and women being pinned against each other when in reality they actually need each other. Men being overly fed with erotic photos. Porn websites are free. And then we have different outlets of modern women being portrayed in a negative light. So the whole outlook on men and women is negative in the space of the internet. And of course, this depends on what your timeline looks like. You know, you may have a good business page where you only follow motivational, inspiring accounts. But a good chunk of the internet is negative or time wasters. We spend 8 hours on the internet just being entertained because it keeps us, it feels like have a community on the internet. You like pages, you follow pages, you subscribe to pages, and those pages give you recommendations to other like-minded individuals. So it's almost like you have your own tribe on the internet. But many of us are living through the internet too much. That is reflecting in our real world. We're not doing anything in the real world because we rather go in our room and scroll on the phone because that's where the virtual fun is. That's where the virtual reality is. That's what your community is. But when you put yourself first, you escape all of this. See, the internet is just another entertaining outlet of the Matrix. And the Matrix is you going to work, you not controlling your freedom, they giving you time off, saying when you could take it and how much time you get off. The internet is telling you what you should do, how you should behave. It's almost like the law. The internet is almost like the law of the social world. If there's a whole trend on Twitter saying, women, if you give it up to a guy before the third date, we're shaming you publicly or XYZ. That would have an altering effect on the women's mind in the real world just because she saw that on Twitter and many accounts are retweeting it. Many accounts are responding to it. So be mindful of this internet world. Us men are making women our old life just by looking at porn websites, looking at the behaviors of women, feeling too emotional to what they say on Twitter, XYZ. Bro, this is just virtual reality. Everyone has an opinion and everyone has a job. She could be an agent. She could actually feel that way. She's probably just trolling. This internet is a wild place, and it's putting men in a weaker positions because we're becoming too emotional through the internet. Black Twitter, YouTube, all of this is more governed and created by women. TikTok, women, right? So us men, we can't be so caught up in social media as much as the women are because we're the one making the apps. We're the one doing the coding. Not to downplay the women coders or anything, but we're the producers of society. We have to get back into being the producing state and not the consuming state. Watching up corn, releasing your load through socks, rags on your balls. This is lowering your testosterone and this is lowering your ability to produce like the man you're supposed to be. So you have to take this realization that when you're chasing women, giving all your energy into women, they'll run away from you. But when you focus on yourself, they'll run after you. Isn't that crazy how the world works? But it's designed perfectly because not only society will be better, you will become better, and the woman will be exactly where you want her. Chasing you, being affectionate towards you because women are more affectionate when they feel better. If you're behaving, arguing, going back and forth with a woman that's tweeting YouTube videos about a woman, XYZ, hey, you're not in that producing mindset. Unless you're making money off it, of course, but that's not the highest form of content you could produce. That's not the best bridge you could build. That's not the best building you could build. We are becoming too occupied. Who's the best woman twerker? Who's the best BBW? Who has the fattest BBLs? What do you think about BBLs? Why bros are going overseas? XYZ. Get out of that mindset and start doing shit in real life. So this has been More Studios. Subscribe to the account, man. Subscribe to More Studios for more life-changing, beneficial videos. And click the link in the bio for the Cage Bro Still Flies. More Studios out. Until next time.